Season 2 is in development, so hit the subscribe button now on YouTube so you never miss an episode. The Maine People Podcast, Season 2, on the way. Because this image I saw that you shared on social media recently, I thought was pretty impactful and powerful. It's just an image of you sitting against a wall, but there's a ghostly person, next to and with a hand on the shoulder, and I just thought that was a really powerful image to represent.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So those photos we shot probably 5 or 6 years ago with a really great photographer, Dave Butler, and he's really good. That photo is me and myself, and that's obviously another version of me, consoling me, kind of representing the battle people have with stress, with depression, day to day, anything. So that image is one of my favorites because it's at a time when I was in a very tough spot in life mentally, and it was just there was a gentleman who we met through a campaign that we do called Warrior Stories, which is we take black and white photos of anybody that wants to come in and talk about something they've overcome. And this gentleman came in, great guy. He had become a seasonal regular, meaning like he would come in before he went up to ski for the winter. And we just knew him. He was just somebody we got to meet in passing. Unfortunately, he left us a few weeks ago. And then somebody who was very well known in Central Maine, who I did not know personally, but a lot of folks near where I grew up knew of this gentleman, and he also died by suicide about a week and a half ago. And then, of course, everybody saw, I think it was Ellen DeGeneres' DJ had died by suicide. So it was like this very, those were two things for me, and then everybody else was talking about it. So I was kind of like, let me just put this up as a reminder. I know it's not September. I know it's not, it's right before the holidays, but I think without saying anything, that image says a lot. To be kind to yourself, to give yourself time, make sure you're talking to people, make sure you're checking in on friends. I always try to, always, anybody who knows me, you can talk to, a lot of the same people I know. They can tell you, like, it is a consistent with me. It's always a checking in, and it might seem like I'm, asking too much or being annoying, but there is going to be one time where you ask somebody how they're doing and they're not going to say I'm fine. And that's what you need to be there for. Flip side with me, I just have accepted that I'm not a negative person, I'm a very positive person, but I do succumb to stress and, depressive thoughts quite often because I'm a business owner and you can get stressed a lot.
It's hard. You're running a small business.
Yeah, especially in the winter in Maine. I mean, I've talked to so many small business owners about this. I mean, it's a lot. I mean, it is a lot to deal with, especially in the last 3 uncertain years. It's just a lot. And there have been times where I've dipped and I've come back up and I've dipped. But the most important thing that I've learned is it's okay to do that. Everybody does that. You just gotta have like a plan in place, whether it's like talking to someone specifically, speaking to a family member, a loved one, saying it on social media so you can get like positive feedback from people. The worst thing you can do is what I used to do, which was just like hide away and not say anything. That's when those thoughts can come, and that's when it can get, bad. So each time I think we've made progress with how much we talk about it, you'll hear a story like the stories I heard last week, and it's just like, we were in here talking about it. It's like, man, like, God damn, the guy, he seemed so great. He seemed like so full of life, and you think like, what more could I have done? And it's just, I don't know, so I think in the meantime, all we can do is continue to talk about it and make ourselves available,